Well, after the mecca that was Daytona, our next stop on the NNSCRA Mello Racing Series brings us to Rockingham, North Carolina. As we say here at this track, the rock is roaring, and it's roaring today for GM Goodwrench Racing Weekend. As today we're here for the running of the Mello Racing Series GM Goodwrench 200, as we're set for 40 laps of racing around this 1.017 mile racetrack, located in the Sandhills of North Carolina. And here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole, it's Austin Reed in car number 83. The Bullfrog Knits Pontiac. He's alongside car number 6, the Southern Biscuit Flour Buick. Paul Minnick sitting alongside. Second row has Dustin Bolin in car number 7, the Skull Bandit Buick. He's flanked by car number 1, that is Jackson Haywood in the Carolina 4-Doors Ford. Third row has number 12. It is Amanda Evans in the Piper Aircraft Buick, and number 25, James Henry in the Moroso Oldsmobile. Next row down is car number 28, Keith Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford, and number 15, I should say, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet of Stephen Cologne. Fifth row has Logan Williams in the Old Milwaukee Pontiac, car number 27, and number 99. That car is a Buick. That is Zach Winkle sitting alongside. Next row down has car 44, Alex Miller in the Piedmont Airlines Oldsmobile, and car number 21, the Chattanooga Choose Chevrolet of the winner of the pole sitter, I should say, at Daytona. That is Carson Gum. Next row has number 11, the Skull Chevrolet of Vail Moscow, and she'll be flanked by car number 31. That is a Ford of Roberto Crown Jr. sitting alongside. Next row, Chrisman Morgan in car 34, the Norwood Hyundai Buick, and alongside Chrisman will be car number 23, the Miller High Life Pontiac of Daniel Boyles. Next row down has car number 5, Bill Parker, and number 75, that is the car of John Andrews, the Food Country Oldsmobile, Parker driving the Advanced Auto Parts Buick. Next row down has Eric Monaco in number 84, the Action Bands Buick, and number 8, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet of Cole Deaver sitting alongside. Next row, the Race Hill Farms Pontiac, car number 47 of Jesse Turner, and number 2, the Detroit Gasket Buick of Dylan Young. Next row down has number 22, I should say, Caleb Fogler and A.G. Dillard Buick, and number 63, Henry Sanford and Escapade Pontiac. Next row down has number 52, Seth Cole and the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Chevrolet, and number 17, the Superflow Chevrolet of Audra Baranauskas. Next row down has Laura Chung in number 51. Alongside Laura will be car number 06, it's Zachary Fitzwater in the Carolina 4-Doors Ford. Next row down has Joshua Osborne in 36, the Cox's Traded Lumber Pontiac, and number 72, Kodiak Pontiac of Raphael LeDuc. Next row down has number 10, that is Ryan Brommer, the MJ Sullivan Mobile One Chevrolet. Beside him, the number 89, Coors Melling Ford of Jessica Shelton. Next row down has car 37, Dana Bouchard in the Crisco Butter Buick, and 14, Allison Rain in the Coors Light Chevrolet. Next row has Matt Haas in car number 88, the Winter Circle Apparel Buick, and number 3, Nathan Orman, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row, Gabby Conklin, number 32, the Bud Light Buick, and number 97, Fisher Engineering Buick of Quentin Moore. Then it's Nick Gunter in 33 in the Miller American Buick, and number 00, Thomas Motors Country Ham Oldsmobile of James Sykes, riding shotgun for the field today in the GM Goodwrench 200. So that being said, 40 cars are lined up for racing here today, and car cameras today will be carried by Seth Cole, Quentin Moore, and our third camera will ride inside the car of Cole Deaver. Those will be our 3 cameras for today's race. And here's the starting line. I should say here, we already gave you the starting line. The command to fire them up.
3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Command has been given to fire the engines for today's race here. The GM Goodwrench 200 is about to get underway here at Rockingham Speedway as the pace car leads the field off of pit road. We're back for the pace lap. We're back for the restart right after this. Or start of the race, I should say, right after this. So through the third and fourth turns, they will come here as they're about to get the green flag here for 40 laps of racing. It'll be 59 for the Castrol Cup Series GM Goodwrench Service 400. As those cars will take the track tomorrow, and here comes the field getting ready to take the green flag for the new Mello Racing Series, race number 2 of season 3, and we're underway here at Rockingham. Austin Reed leads them down here through turns number 1 and 2 as they're about to get the end of the first lap here, and 3 wide for the lead here. And it's going to be Amanda Evans leading the first lap here. They got 3 wide through turns number 3 and 4 for the lead. And meantime, here comes number 25. That's James Henry to the inside of Keith Batson for position as the yellow flag is flown for the first time this afternoon. And I believe it's Raphael LeDuc who has spun. It's the damage to the back of Matt Haas's car number 88. LeDuc coming off of a big victory he had at the Daytona 500 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And it all falls down for him in the Mello Yello Series race at Rockingham. And actually, it was not LeDuc who started the whole incident right there. It was whoever turned car 75 around. That was the car of John Andrews, who has spun. And he got the tap from behind by the 8 car of Cole Deaver in the Goodwrench Chevrolet. John spins right in front of the car of Caleb Fogler. And there's where LeDuc got turned. He got turned by Allison Rain in the 14 car. And right into the 37 car of Daniel Bouchard. And all of a sudden he turns the 88 car of Matt Haas around. So Matt spins right in front of Nick Gunther in the 33 car. And the 00 car, James Sykes, gets squished into the wall as they go through turns number 1, turns 3 and 4. So a lot happened in about a full straightaway, I guess you might say, at the Rock. But and there you see the John Andrews who spun about a few seconds earlier, and he gets by both those cars. And somebody on pit road, that's Nick Gunther in the 33 car. He's sitting on pit road in the Miller American Buick as the crew goes to work to try to see what they can get repaired on that car. And they have indeed done so. 45 miles an hour on pit road here at Rockingham. And Gunther floors the throttle to see if he can, and tries to get back, and we'll get back on the track to see if he can gain any more points throughout this race here. As we mentioned, we're only the second race of the season, but any points you can get, any points you earn, goes a long way throughout the season. So that said, here, the restart will happen coming up next. Here, it's Amanda Evans leading the race. Pace car lights are off at Rockingham as we are about to get set the green flag racing. It'll be lap number 6 when we'll restart here today at the Rock. 5 laps in the books. It'll be 35 to go in the Goodwrench 200. Amanda Evans, car number 12. There you see the Piper Aircraft Buick. Out in front, Dustin Bowen in number 7 is second place. Third is Keith Batson. Fourth is the pole sitter, Austin Reed. Fifth is James Henry. That's how they run right now. As the green flag about to fly, back underway. Lap number 6 in the Goodwrench 200 at Rockingham. In case any of you are wondering what this strange engine sound is on these Mello Yello racing machines here, for those of you who are first-time viewers, these are V6 engines that they're running on these cars here, as opposed to the deep-throated V8 so we usually have in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And Dustin Bowen, car number 7, goes to the lead, and he'll get the push from the 83 car of Austin Reed as the yellow flag flies for the second time. And we got a melee, we got a pileup right there. Allison Rain in the 14 car has crashed. Laura Chung's in it. Joshua Osborne and Jessica Shelton also involved as well too. The 36 and 89 cars. So caution coming out on the restart here, and badly damaged is that number 89 car, Shelton. She got wrecked out of the lead, or out of a shot at the lead in the Goodies 300, the last race on tour at Daytona, and then got wrecked in the Daytona 500 as well. So Daytona was not kind to Jess this season, as opposed to last season when she won the 500 in the Cup Series. And Jess tried to limp her car back onto pit road. And we'll see what happened to those 4 cars that caused the wreck in turn number 3 here. And let's see what happened here. Well, I don't know what happened here. I see Nathan Orman getting turned, or almost getting turned here. Allison Rain and Joshua Osborne get hooked up in the 36 and 14 cars. Osborne into the wall. He goes right there and moves up right into Shelton's car. Seth Cole crashes right into Allison Rain's car. Quentin Moore runs the back of Seth Cole's car. There's where everybody else gets involved. John Andrews involved. Matt Haas, Laura Chung in the 51 car. She's also involved. So about a 7, maybe an 8 car melee in the third and fourth turns here at Rockingham. We hit in-car cameras in both Seth Cole and Quentin Moore's cars. Let's take a ride first with Seth Cole. Seth having a hard time getting his car to start back up as he as his slowly dying engine tries to come up to speed. I know Seth's motto is never lift, but sometimes you do have to. Quentin Moore's view. Talk about driving like someone who's absolutely miffed underneath that helmet there. That's Quentin Moore driving like an absolute man possessed as he's back on the race. He's on the racetrack right now. They're still damaged up a bit right there as you see the list of cars out of the race here. That includes the cars of John Andrews. Seth Cole's out of the race, as is Allison Rain, Laura Chung, and Jessica Shelton. So 5 cars got taken out of this whole thing here. 35 cars remain in this race, and 34 of them on the lead lap. Joshua Osborne, the only one is the only one that is not on the lead lap. So pace car is on pit road. We're back underway on lap number 11. Let's see if we can get a green flag lap in for once here at the Rock. No, we will not. Restart race, or caution flag happens on the restart. On restart here again. And oh, we got a big melee. Quentin Moore, you have made it through that crash successfully, Quentin. But drivers like James Sykes, Nathan Ormond is involved in the crash here, as is Gabby Conklin, Caleb Bogler involved, Nick Gunther, who had some high hopes for this race as well too. 33 cars damaged up here. Dustin Boland will lead them back to the start-finish line. There's Vogler in that powder blue Buick going absolutely damaged up a little bit too. Boy, are we going to get a green flag lap in this race? That's the question here at the Rock. Take a look as to what happened here on the restart here. There you see Fogler in the 22 car. He is. Let's see who did what to who here. Deaver, low side lane here. The 10 car had a problem right there, right in front of Cole Deaver's car. And I should say that 3 car is not Deaver, it's Orman here. I'm just getting so used to having Deaver being the 3 car, it seems like. And everything. He is the 3 car in the Cup Series here. That's Ryan Brommer in a 10 car. See what happens here. He's full speed at this point. Backs off. Stephen Cologne got turned in, and there's where you see where Orman, I see where Brommer got into Cologne, and then everybody else just piles in right there into each other. Zachary Fitzwater in the 06 car also involved. And Quentin Moore didn't exactly make it through, but he just gave Gunther a bit of a tap. We'll see what sent the 15 car Stephen Cologne around. Go back to his view right here. There's where him and Matt Haas lay going through in the middle of 3 and 4. Real time. And you want a lesson to kind of misdirect but somewhat get a piece of it though? Why with Quentin Moore? That's what it looked like from Quentin's view right there as you ride briefly inside the number 97 Buick. He is running 25th right now in this race here. Destin Bolin is the leader of the race here. Back to the restart right after this at Rock. And there's the attrition list right there. The 8 car of is out of the race. That is the 8 car of Cole Deaver's out of the race, as is the 22 of Fogler's out of the race, as is Cologne, as is Brommer, Haas, Andrews, Seth Cole, Allison Rain, Laura Chung, and Jessica Shelton are the cars out of the race here. So 10 cars are out. The 36 car and 33 cars are both not on the lead lap. That's Osborne and Gunther. Green flag back out. And like I said, we've yet to complete a green flag lap at Rockingham. We've been cautioned every first lap we've had so far. And look at Austin Reed in the 83 car to the inside of Destin Mullins as he tries to get that first lap led here today. And success, we made it through a lap without a wreck. Logan Williams in second position right now as they come off the second turn here and look at the 7 car way up the high side now. Here comes the 6 car of Paul Minnick to the inside of Amanda Evans. And Keith Batson trying to move to the inside lane as his 28 car is on a roll. Off turn 4, he goes inside of Logan Williams for position, and he does for second place as he goes into turn number 1. And he's got it, so move Batson's Hamlin forward to second place now. Paul Minnick is in there too in the 6 car. 44, Alex Miller, the 25 car of James Henry, and the 34 car of Chrisman Morgan. And whoa, James Henry just about turned Alex Miller around off turn number 4. I don't know if Alex slowed up dramatically or what, though, but those two managed to keep the handle in the battle for the lead here between Austin Reed and Keith Batson, the 83 Pontiac and the 28 Ford. Low side goes Batson. He'll take the lead off turn number 4 here at Rockingham. KEB Enterprises are looking strong here as Batson driving a 1986 model Thunderbird with the 87 Davey Allison paint scheme on it. Through the 3rd and 4th turns they come here as Batson tries to hold off Austin Reed. Austin Reed, a first-year driver in both the Mello Series and the Castrol TTX Cup Series, but he is doing a fine job in an 83 car. And I'll tell you what, maybe one of the guys to watch here over the season in this series for sure as he comes down off turn number 2, and he is right on the back bumper of that 28 machine. Looking strong at this point in the race here as Reed goes to the low side, tries for the lead once again here. The man, remember, he was the pole sitter for this race at just a little over 150 miles an hour, and Austin Reed led that lap over Batson, and he's got another one of the good ones, Alex Miller, right behind him now, and here comes another KAB Enterprises driver, Jackson Haywood, in that number 1 Carolina 4-Horse Ford. That is a 1989 paint scheme on a 1988 Ford he's driving here. And Alex Miller now goes to the lead now at the Rock. And Jackson Haywood goes inside, takes position away from Austin Reed now as they come through turns number, as they come to the backstretch here. And one car making her way through the field nicely. I don't know if it's a her or a he, whatever, but anyway, it's Val Moscow moving up to the position now. Vale's now up to the 6th position at this point in the race. Well, actually make that 5th position, excuse me. Gotten by both Phil Parker and the 6th car of Paul Minnick. Moscow driving one of the few Monte Carlos in the field here out of the Chevrolet contention, and look at Jackson Haywood inside of Alex Miller. No, they may go 3 wide at turn number 1. Nope, Miller falls in behind Batson, but Jackson Haywood will try to get by Miller, and he will do so off turn number 2. So move Jackson Haywood up to the 2nd position now in the Carolina 4-Horse Ford. But Alex Miller's not coming up in that Piedmont Oldsmobiles. They go through turns number 3 and 4 now. But now Austin Reed tries once again to make his way through the field again. Jackson Haywood moves inside, tries to take position away from the boss man, Keith Batson. And remember I said Haywood was the son of Batson, and that's actually not true right there. He's actually the grandson of Keith Batson, believe it or not. So it's grandson chasing grandpa right now at this point. I don't know. Oh, Joshua Osborne up in front right there, and Keith got held up behind him. But Jackson Haywood got held up behind Osborne even worse, and is not able to get out from underneath him at this point. So Madsen keeps the lead now, but Austin Reed in 2nd position, and Jackson Haywood is dropping like a rock, as is the 44th Alex Miller, who falls in behind Jesse Turner in the 47 car, and now finally Haywood gets inside, and whoa, Audra Baranowskis wanted none of that too, and she almost put Osborne in the wall. There's a look at Logan Williams, car number 27, the old Milwaukee Pontiac, running right now in 13th position at this point of this race. So where he's at this time by, and he is 12th actually right now. 13 is Baranowskis, and 14 is Daniel Boyles at this point in the race here, and Amanda Evans running at the top 15 in that number 12 Buick. Meantime, for Jackson Haywood, he dropped all the way down to 10th the last time, and now Logan gets by him, as does the 99 car of Zach Winkle. And here comes Baranowskis in the 17 car, and Haywood's now up in the 12th position, and Daniel Boyle's now trying to get up underneath him at this point too, as is Amanda Evans in the 12 and the 84 of Eric Monaco. And Haywood still losing positions, dropping like a rock here, as now Haywood a little bit loose that time on the front stretch here, as you've seen Boyles get by at 13th position he's now gotten. Moving Amanda Evans up to 14th, and Monaco up to 15th position right now, as now Keith Batson's also dropped back now into the 28 car, as he was leading a minute ago. And leading the field right now is Paul Minnick in the car number 6 car, the Southern Biscuit Flour Buick. So you got Buick now in the front 2 spots here. Phil Parker in 2nd position, and Roberto Crown Jr. in the Ford up the 3rd spot now. And James Henry at the 4th position now in the 25 car. Jesse Turner behind him in 47 is at the 5th position, and the Oldsmobile of Alex Miller now back into contention. 32 laps in the books, and we're now down to 8 laps remaining at Rockingham. Crown up the 2nd position now in car number 31. He's got Minnick just up ahead of him there as the leader. Look at that 31 car ride that back bumper of that Buick as they come off turn number 4. Roberto looks inside of Paul as they come off turn number 4. Doesn't lead that time by, but Roberto will take the lead through 1 and 2, and he's got the lead now. And whoa! Phil Parker just about turned Paul Minnick around, come off turn number 2. Phil says, I've had enough of this, and I'm going to go inside and take position away, and he does, and he now moves to second place now. Brings Jesse Turner with him, and here comes Phil Parker with a full head of steam. Boy, what a finish we're going to have here at Rockingham. We're down to 6 laps remaining, and it's anyone's race at this point. Jesse Turner pushing the 5 car of Phil Parker up ahead now, and now Turner wants to go for the lead now, number 47. Buick on the outside, Pontiac low side, and Turner leads that lap. Boy, who's going to be on top is going to be the question. Who makes the right move at the right time? That's the question here at the Rock as they go through turns number 3 and 4 now. As Parker tries to move the low side again here. Look at Phil Parker like a shot out of a cannon. They're 3 wide for third place meantime. Paul Minnick gets by James Henry and Roberto Crown Jr. And where did Zach Winkle come from? He was about 10th the last time we heard of him. And he's up to now, I think that's 4th position. In fact, he is 4th right now. 5th is now Audra Baranowskis. So we got some new players up there now for looking for the win. Lap car up ahead, it's Joshua Osborne in 36, way off the pace after an earlier crash he was in. We had a lap car manipulate the finish of the Daytona 500 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Let's hope we don't have the same situation here at the Rock. 2 laps to go at the Rock here. Phil Parker out in front, Jesse Turner in second position, Zach Winkle 3rd, 4th is Audra Baranowskis, and here comes Turner to the low side here, and they're coming up the back of Osborne's car now. And Parker and Turner make it by safely. Here comes Winkle in the 97 car. Here comes Baranowskis in 17. Turner moves to the inside up turn number 4 now for the lead. White flag is out. This is the last lap of the race, folks. If something happens to those 2 cars here, remember Zach Winkle and that red car's in 3rd. Turner will have one more shot to the 3rd and 4th turns now. Parker holds on here. He goes to the high side. So does Turner. Here comes Winkle off the 4th turn. And to the start finish line they come. Checker flag waves. Phil Parker wins the Goodwrench 200 at Rockingham. A shaky start to this race overall there, but a great finish between Phil Parker, Jesse Turner, and Zach Winkle. What a race that was! And it's that bright yellow number 5 Advanced Auto Parts Buick going to victory lane. Phil Parker, the Raging Cajun, has done it today. 2nd we'll go to Jesse Turner. 3rd to Zach Winkle. 4th position to Audra Baranowskis. Logan Williams finishes in 5th position. 6th place will go to Daniel Voiles. 7th will go to Amanda Evans. 8th to Paul Minnick. 9th to Austin Reed. And Keith Batson comes home in 10th, averaging 97.179 miles per hour after about 3 caution periods during this race. Boy, that was, like I said, that was a real good finish here today at the track. Notice the Rock. I said the Rock was roaring, and it didn't disappoint today, finish wise here. 11th place will go to Alex Miller, a solid day for the 44 team. Chris Morgan comes home 12th. 13th will go to Eric Monaco. 14th, Roberto Crown Jr. Destin Bolin, who led for about the early portion of the race, he ends up finishing 15th. Carson Gum 16th, Dylan Young 17th, Bale Moscow 18th, 19th is James Henry, 20th we'll go to Jackson Haywood, 21st to Henry Sanford, Rafael LeDuc 22nd, 23rd Zachary Fitzwater, 24th we'll go to Nathan Orman, 25th James Sykes, 26th Daniel Bouchard, Quentin Moore, 27th. Gabby Conklin, the last car to finish on the lead lap, in 28th position. Nick Gunther, 29th. And Joshua Osborne, the last car to finish. He'll finish in 30th position. Rest of the finishers here today. Cars out of race: Cole Deaver, Caleb Vogler, Stephen Colon, Ryan Brummer, Matt Haas, John Andrews, Seth Cole, Allison Rain, Laura Chung, and Jessica Shelton. Those are the finishers in today's race at Rockingham. 10 cars out of the race, and 30 cars finished this race here today, and about 30 cars finished, and 28 of them finished on the lead lap. So that will do it here today at Rockingham Raceway. Congratulations once again to Phil Parker, the winner of the GM Goodwrench Service 200. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel, and also be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want in on Seth's in future seasons of Seth's series, then get with Seth and he'll get you going in that when that happens as well too. Also be sure to check out our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline series. Those two channels being X8675309858X. That's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also check out Thrashman899. Subscribe to that channel too. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. So that will do it here today at Rockingham Raceway here. For now, this is James Gall. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing on its best. We'll see you at the next Mello Yello race of the season, which will be at Richmond, and we'll see you for the GM Goodwrench Service 400 Castrol GTX Cup Series race on this same track. Here coming up.
Frank, did you have any